Definitely an electric feeling to this venue tonight.
He's been the heart and soul of NXT and an annoying complainer on SmackDown Live. Which Sami Zayn showed up here tonight?
It doesn't matter, Saxton. Whatever his mindset, Sami Zayn is still one of WWE's finest competitors.
What a strike.
Oh, nasty impact.
Boom, what impact. Headbutt. Oh, what impact.
Oh.
Devastating elbow. Drop down.
Oh, nasty impact.
Look at this. Oh, what incredible power. Wow, what a vertical suplex.
Samoa Joe looking a little startled right now. He has an amazing opportunity here to cement his legacy as one of the greatest champions in recent memory. The good news for him is that he doesn't appear to have taken too much offense up to this point, but that can obviously all change here.
Beautiful technique. Gentlemen, this is Samoa Joe. He is a very, very horrible person. He doesn't lie to the public about what he is. He doesn't sit behind a gilded curtain and try to tell the world he's a good person, seeking justice and righteousness. No, Samoa Joe seeks domination and victory. This is Samoa Joe, and you will know him by the trail of carnage left in his wake.
Corey noted that Samoa Joe doesn't hide behind a veil of niceness. He doesn't allow pleasantries to interfere with his objective. Joe is mission-oriented, and his lack of human decency helps keep him focused.
His lack of human decency also makes him a huge threat. Samoa Joe feels if that's a bad thing, then you could consider him the evilest person in the locker room.
Guys, the word patience is not one I would associate with Samoa Joe. Evidence to that can be seen in his Universal Championship match. Joe grew tired of waiting, interrupting pre-match introductions and unloading on the Beast like no one had ever done before. By the end of the night, Brock Lesnar knew he was in a hell of a fight.
Oof! You gotta believe this one's over. Michael, you only scratched the surface of Joe's bout against Brock. We saw a fierce and fearless destroyer. Samoa Joe's stock absolutely rose that night. He took a loss, but I also think he took a piece of the beast in that match.
You know, I don't often believe in moral victories, but when it comes to Brock Lesnar, you have to take a win wherever it's presented. After that night, the Beast Incarnate will forever remember the name of Samoa Joe.
This might be it. Oh, my. Look at this.
And he got a near fall out of it.
The underdog from the underground stays in this match.
Where there are many fighting styles in WWE, but not as many are as diverse as Samoa Joe's. Can you speak to his versatility?
Samoa Joe is one of the most well-rounded competitors I've ever had the joy of watching. He's an accomplished grappler, a next-level striker, strong jiu-jitsu background. Samoa Joe can do it all, and all of it hurts. I want to add more to what I said on Samoa Joe's versatility. Not only is Joe proficient in so many styles, he is a dangerous man, in part because of how intelligent of a fighter he is.
You're exactly right, Corey. It's a pick-your-poison scenario anytime you match up with Samoa Joe. He has a handful of disciplines he can interchange. Chances are one of those will end your night fast.
You won't see as wide a breadth of experience as you would watching Samoa Joe. You don't travel the world and encounter this industry as much as Joe has without picking up a few tricks of the trade. And it's why Joe possesses the ability to stay calm in big fights.
too quick for him there. Oh, and it's a reversal. Corey, you reflected on Samoa Joe's ability to stay calm in big fights. I would attribute that to a career where he's seen it all. When you've been everywhere and seen everything, nothing can catch you off guard.
And when Samoa Joe is not worried about the unexpected, he can harness all his energy on destroying his opponent. Less experienced competitors can feel defeated before they enter the ring. Samoa Joe will probably never have that problem.
Boom!
We talk about how important stipulations are in a steel cage match. If superstars sign a contract where the only way to win is escape the cage and have both your feet touch the floor, the competitors must have a plan. Especially since you have to be comfortable trying to escape through the cage door as you do climbing over the top of the cage and vice versa.
Corey, you touched on something moments ago that's so important for the combatants in a steel cage match to remember. A superstar must be able to think offensively to figure out how they're going to escape the cage. They must think defensively at the same time so they can prevent their opponent from getting out of the cage first and winning the match.
Well, a superstar must become comfortable with escaping the cage by both exiting the cage door and by climbing over the top of the cage. They must also be aware of their attributes and what's best for them. Let's just say if you're a giant like The Big Show, The Undertaker, Kane, or even Braun Strowman, it's preferred to exit through the cage door.
Sami Zayne is one of the most well-traveled superstars in WWE. Sami competed in, get ready for this, 29 countries before he debuted in NXT in 2013.
Some are saying this is the night the title changes hands, though I'm not so sure I'm ready to say that.
What a title defense. Now let's take a look back at some of the great action.
The superstars in this one got after it pretty good from the opening bell.
Here is your winner.
Can't complain about the effort, technical
WWE
proficiency, or result.
Universal Champion, Samoa Joe.
Big win for him here tonight.
Hey, they both gave it their all, but in the end, we were left with the best man standing.
Listen to this Detroit crowd